Welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to make some Christmas shortbreads. I always make them every Christmas. I give my grandchildren little parcels of sweets, and I put some different sort of sweets, and I always make these Christmas shortbread. They always like them. So I have gone ahead. Why? Because I had to go ahead. I put it in the fridge for 20 minutes because it's got a lot of butter in it, this shortbread. And you like to put it in the fridge for 20 minutes to cool down and firm up a little bit because it's pretty soft. But what I do put in it, I'll show you. I put in 250 grams of soft butter, and to that I add 3/4 cup of caster sugar. Now you cream that together with some vanilla and just cream it together until you've dissolved all that nice sugar. And then what you do is, I've got here 2 cups of plain flour and 3/4 cup of corn flour. So what you do is mix that together and stir it around or sieve it, and then add it to your butter and your sugar, and that's all you do. I divide it into 2 lots, and I wrap it up in Glad wrap, and then I put it in the fridge. So I have to divide it in 2, and I leave it there for 20 minutes in the fridge, or whatever, half an hour, whenever you're ready to do it. And this is what I do after, when I come out, I take it out. Now I'm going to do some star shapes, and I'm going to put them together with jam and then sprinkle them with some icing sugar. So this is what I do. Now get 2 pieces of baking paper and put it together and roll it out. You only want it to be about a 3 millimeter thick. You don't want to have it too thick or too thin. And just keep on doing your shapes. Now they only go into the oven for about 10 minutes. They brown up very quickly, especially the star shape. If the oven's too hot, they seem to burn on the edges, which I'll show you now what's happened. You see, if it's very hot, it seems to just go very brown on the edges. So 180 degrees and watch them about 10 minutes, just watch them. So what I do now is I'm going to make the star shapes. So just press it down like that and do your star shape. Just pick it up and put it in your baking tray. They come there's about 28 of them when I put together, 28 to 30. There's quite a few. I'd make about a couple of batches because I need more, and this is what I do. Now I'll show you what I do is I make some plain ones, and then what I do is on the top one I take a little bit of that pastry out to make a little hole. I'll show you now. Just keep on picking it up like that. That one broke. It's very soft, so just be careful how you pick it up. I like to pick them up with this spatula here. It's very easy to lift them up. Very carefully just pick them up like that. That's about 3 millimeters. That's all you need them. You don't need them too thick or too thin because then they'll burn too easy. What I'll make now is I make some plain ones like that, and I'll show you what I do with the next lot. Because when I put them together, I have a hole in the center with the other ones. Just keep on doing the same thing, very easy. The pastry is beautiful and soft. That one is, you have to be very careful because it is a soft pastry, and you've got to be careful that you don't break the star. And then you roll it over again with all your pieces. You have to be very careful, it's very soft. And so what I do now, I do some plain ones like that, and then some with a hole in the middle. So I get a little thing of my icing attachments, and I've got a little hole there. What I do is I'll make a hole like that in the middle and take a piece out of the center. I do it again. I have a same amount of plain ones and the same amount of the hole in the middle, because that one's going to go on top of that one. You can make any shape you want to. You can make round ones, you can make a different shape. There's angels. A lot of people do they've got the little shape of an angel. Now I just like to do some plain like that and some with the hole in the middle. Then I put them together. So when they're cooked, I just put them together with a bit of jam. They keep very well. See, so what you do, just keep on doing the same thing, and then re-roll it, do it all up again. I think I get close to 30 of these. I'll do some more. There you go. And then you just mix this up again and roll it out again between your two baking papers, and it doesn't stick, it comes off very nicely, and just roll it up again. Now just put that in the oven. I've got my oven on to 180. You don't want a hot oven because they cook very quickly and burn very easily on the sides, especially the star shape. Now I'll put that back in the fridge to freeze it up because I'm going to finish them later on. What I'm going to show you now is the ones that I took out of the oven. There you go. I've got some plain and some with the hole in the middle. So what I'm going to do with that now, I'll grab a plate. I'm going to put them together. You can either have strawberry jam, apricot jam, whatever jam you want. And so what I do is I get a plain one. I'll turn it up like that. I'll put some jam on it, like that, and then I'll add one of those with the hole in the middle, and that goes like that. Beautiful. You can turn them up, or you can do them. I like to turn them up better. I put a nice lot of jam. As I said, you can have any jam you want to. If you want apricot, strawberry, whichever you want, just put a fair amount on it because it's really nice. And then just put that lovely star shape on the top, and it makes a lovely biscuit like that. Now just keep on doing the same thing to all of them, and then just sprinkle some nice icing sugar on the top. There you go. I like the strawberry jam, it's nice. And just fit that on the top. They keep very well through the Christmas, and they freeze very well, very well. And this is what I do with my grandchildren. I give them a little tray of sweets, different sweets, and I always have the Christmas shortbread in there because they like them a lot, and just put them together. As I said, you can put any shape you want to. You can do anything you want with this pastry. It's a nice shortbread pastry. Now also, what I've done also, I'll show you, I've done some round ones. I've done some round ones, so you can either do some these that I've just showed you, or if you want to do 2 round rings and then cut out a little piece, like, or you can make a little star in the middle, or you can make a little decorated little thing that you have inside to make some shape, and you can make some little round ones like that. So now all we have to do is to just sprinkle some nice icing sugar on those. And don't they look lovely? Now, there you go. You can have your star-shaped ones, or you can have your round ones. And they keep well, they are lovely. It's a lovely shortbread pastry. Very easy to make. I'm just telling you, there's only 3 or 4 ingredients. Just watch out when you're baking them, because they do get very brown very quickly, because the star sort of gets brown on the edges very quickly. But if you have it to 180 in just 10 minutes, just watch them. And so you can make any shape you want, you can make anything you want with it, put it together, either the strawberry, apricot jam, whatever you like, and then just put it together like that. They make a beautiful little gift box if you want to make them in a little gift box for somebody. Shortbread, Christmas shortbread is always nice. So Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope you have good holidays. Thank you for watching. Bye.